there's been an awful lot written, understandably, about the many government help schemes that there are out there to help to overcome the economic impact of the coronavirus. But there are also some really helpful arrangements in place for those that need to defer tax, where deferring tax would be a help. So I want to look at the three main ones, or the three that I consider are the main ones. First, VAT, then self-assessment, and then generally negotiating for any tax, some time to pay. So let's look first of all at VAT. So VAT, you need to submit your return, but for any VAT payments due between the 20th of March, so VAT returns due for the 20th of March to the 30th of June, although you need to submit your return, you don't need to pay the VAT. You don't need to apply not to pay the VAT. By all means, if you've got the money and want to pay it and get it out of your account, you can of course do that. The revenue will be very happy, but you don't have to. And you don't have to apply to do it. Just submit your return and don't make the payment. And you have up until the 31st of March 2021. That's 31st of March next year to pay it. And it's interest-free and penalty-free. So interest-free credit on your VAT payments from the inland revenue for pretty much a year. So submit your return, but no application needed, just don't pay. So that's worth thinking about, or knowing about at least. There'll be some further information about how you then pay any VAT that you defer later on. It's not available at the moment. And remember, you still owe that VAT. This is an interest-free loan from HMRC to help you over any cash flow issues that you might have. You don't need to prove anything. You just don't need to pay if you don't want to. Second piece of help is on self-assessment. Now, your self-assessment payment that's due, or any self-assessment payment that you have that's due on anything, not just self-employment, which is what we thought at first. This was just for the self-employed, but it isn't. It's for everybody. So your self-assessment payment due on the 31st of July doesn't have to be paid. You can defer it until the 31st of January next year. So that's not bad either. Again, you don't need to apply for anything. You just don't pay it. And it's interest and penalty free. So another interest-free loan offer from HMRC. And I would repeat, this is for all self-assessment payments, not just for the self-employed. And third, there's a kind of sweep-up provision that was always there, by the way. There has always been what's known as, not part life, but the time to pay arrangements. So those arrangements have been, so the revenue say scaled up. I suspect that just means they've been made even more relaxed, I think. So if you have a problem in relation to the payment of any tax, I've mentioned the ability to defer self-assessment and VAT. If there's any other tax, corporation tax, any other tax that you're having trouble to pay for, to pay up on time because of the implications of COVID and the impact of COVID on you or your business, then you can call the Time to Pay helpline, the coronavirus Time to Pay helpline, on 0800 124 1222. So that's 0800, I feel like one of those TV programs now, 0800 024 1222. That number again, 0800 024 1222, and have a discussion with the HMRC about setting a payment plan. Basically, it will be interest-free and it will be penalty-free. And it's like all things, you go to the revenue with your problem, have a discussion with them, and it's much better than just keeping quiet and doing nothing. So the time to pay arrangement, if you're not served by either of those other two interest-free loan schemes, effectively, go and use the time to pay phone number, give them a call and have a discussion and set up a reasonable payment plan, something that starts at a time when you think you'll be able to start payments, and sets an instalment plan over a period that you think you can manage, and have that discussion with HMRC. All three of those opportunities are set out in detail in our matrix in the whatever it takes section of TechLink. And as I've said before, we'll be keeping that up to date with further detailed guidance and linkage to all of the HMRC documentation and web pages that you need to make the most of those arrangements. Hope everything's going well for you, and watch out for more bulletins from us.